Good afternoon, Houston. This is attorney Anthony Push from the Push and Win Law Firm, wishing you all a safe drive home. But in the event you do get involved in an accident, you know who to call. 833-PUSH-WIN. We push, you win.
I'd like to remind everybody, 7:40 this morning, brand new Olivia Rodrigo. The song is Vampire. If you've not heard it.
We were talking about this with our bosses yesterday. No one's heard it yet, so...
I'm very excited.
It's in the system, Sam. Did you listen to it yet?
I haven't, but listeners are already texting. They're like, are you playing it? Are you playing it?
7:40 this morning, you're going to hear the new Olivia Rodrigo.
All day.
104.1 KRBE.
If you know the 3-digit extension of the...
All right, let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call. All right, Special K, he's already started his vacation, so has Roula. Eric and I, we're just hours away from it, but Kevin did leave a prank for us. And Sam, you know what this is about, right?
Yes, she wants to set up her husband, so let's see how we can hook her up.
So I want to prank my husband, Nathan. It's actually his birthday today. We had a birthday party for him last weekend. We had a crawfish boil, and one of the kids who was there kept throwing live crawfish over the fence. So I think it'd be funny to be the HOA. Our HOA is very, very over the top.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hello, this is Nathan.
Good morning, sir. This is Richard Hunt calling from the Homeowners Association.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good, sir. I'm just calling about a situation I wanted to check in with you about. My lovely wife was walking our dog that weekend, and she's seen some strange objects come flying over your fence.
Yeah.
And upon closer look, she and I determined that it was crawdads.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all tossing crawdads?
I did not. We had people over, and my buddy was cooking them, tossing some over.
Well, my wife did get the impression that you were tossing them at the elderly.
Oh, no, not at all.
But she said that y'all were laughing and carrying on, and I assume at her shorty leg.
I have no idea. Like I said, I wasn't cleaning them, so I don't know what he was doing. But if you would like me to talk to her, I can apologize.
Oh no, she's in shambles. You got to understand, sir. She felt like she was getting tossed at.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm apologizing for if it seemed like that crawfish were being thrown over the fence.
Okay. Well, my biggest concern is my dog. We did go on back over there to investigate, and he was smelling in them tossed crawdads, and he actually got nipped on the nose. Now, I guess one of them was alive, and he feels, I guess, emasculated and embarrassed, and it was a situation, sir.
Gosh.
Okay, I apologize for that. I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm very upset about this, and I know we've given you all a hard time about some other issues, but this is really pushing my patience, and I do have half a mind to come on down there in my blue LeSabre.
What's that?
Are you home now, sir?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm at work.
Well, looking at your house here, maybe I could help y'all scrub that mold off the side of it there and get some of the weed beds that are growing there.
Okay. I mean, the mold are you talking about?
At the association, we call y'all the mold folks because y'all are, the moldiest house on the block. And plus the weed beds. What are you growing? Is that actual weed or
I don't know what's going on in the flower beds, sir.
I guess you don't have a green thumb, maybe a death thumb, something. I'll be honest with you, sir. My wife wants me to come by and give your hiney a shiny.
Nobody was throwing crawfish. You can come by my backyard if you'd like, sir. I'd be more than happy to show you.
Hold on. So you are asking me to come on down there?
I can call you when I come home.
How big of a feller are you?
What's that?
Yes, sir. Are you menacing or I don't... Yeah?
I don't know. Sir, I don't know.
I'm just wondering if you've ever had your fanny slapped in front of your house by a geriatric jiu-jitsu. That's all I'm asking.
Are you threatening me right now?
I don't do those kind of things. The only thing that was threatening was those crawdads coming at my dear wife.
Sure, and like I said before, I haven't...
She's so sad, too. Oh, are you upset?
No, I'm not upset, sir. I'm very sorry that, this happened. That's what I'm telling you. And,
if you're not home and I can't come on down there, then I guess we'll have to party together later. And I'd really like it if you gave old Melissa a little smooch on the cheek for me and tell her that Special K from the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE got through to her husband.
Holy Oh my gosh. You've got to be Oh.
Do you listen to the Rule and Ryan show?
Yes, I've heard it. You are absolutely kidding me.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna come get you.
The HOA hates us too.
That's what I hear.
I'm like thinking, like, is this guy from the HOA really going to talk to me like this? They're starting to come whip my ass.
Yep.
I'm not. That's the thing too. I'm like over here about to text you, like, hey, we got another issue with this.
Oh, don't worry. Melissa knows the issue, and she done set you up today on the Rule and Ryan show.
Tell her I'm really upset with her. Special K pranked me on the Rule and Ryan show.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for not coming down to kick my hiney.
That's right, Nathan.
You can give your honey a shiny.
Never heard that before.
I mean, with
I need a
Richard
shiny.
Hunt, are we surprised?
Good point.
I've actually heard Kevin when he's a little intoxicated and he kind of slips into that mode.
Richard
The Richard
Isn't
Hunt.
there's characters?
Yeah, he does.
Whenever he does characters, Mark, my husband, is always still so surprised.
Really?
He's like, we're around Kevin all the time, but it's funny when he ever goes into character. Mark just like, he's like amazed that like Kev can just like switch it off and go into all these different personalities.
Someday we're gonna find out that's like his real.
Like that's how
really
he
him.
actually thinks.
The Kevin we hear is really the fake
It's
Kevin.
just a persona.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
All right, so my gosh, we had a huge Rate Your Secret last week. Remember Molly and her story?
Rate Your Secret, we do that in the 8 o'clock hour on 8:20 every Wednesday after Rapid Fire, after I usually win.
Oh,
Oh my
gosh.
God, please.
Gosh, we don't have time for this, Eric.
But,
Molly had the biggest secret I think we've ever had to
yeah,
rate.
and a lot of people in the 7 o'clock don't even know Rate Your Secret or what Molly said. So we were like, because what happened on 2 days ago, she called on her own and wanted to give an update of what happened about her secret that she gave us last week.
Wow, did that blow up?
It was crazy. So I'm like, we should let the 7 o'clockers hear what happens in the 8 o'clock hour.
If you missed this, wow, stick around. It's coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
From the Bell Furniture Unbeatable Prices traffic desk, 225 eastbound at Red Bluff. There's still a crash in the left lane. You're stop and go from Shaver. 59 East Tex Freeway southbound at 242. That wreck is gone. There's still a 15-minute delay. 288 South Freeway southbound at Airport. A stalled car blocks the outside shoulder. I'm Becca Parker with your KRBE traffic check.
At Take 5, they're faster than you think. That means they'll change your oil and have you back on the road faster than it takes your fancy designer half-calf, heavy cream, no-whip mocha latte to get cold. Just sit back and relax while their fast-friendly team does all the work. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change. This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change.
104.1 KRBE.
I love it. Back to Roula and Ryan. All right, we do Rate Your Secret usually on Wednesdays after the rapid fire quiz. And that's in the 8 o'clock hour. A lot of 7 o'clockers have never heard Rate Your Secret.
Basically, we let people, share a secret that you've never told anybody, and we'll not judge you. We'll rate the secret on
we try really hard not to judge.
But then we get into it and ask
a scale,
questions.
Yeah, 1 to 10. 10 being the worst.
And if it's a 2, then you got a secret and you're like, really? Yeah, a 2? That's not bad then. I don't
Why
feel
did you
so bad.
call us?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But when Molly called, we were all kind of like our jaws hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to play Molly's original call, but then we have an update with Molly, and the twist is even crazier.
From 2 days ago.
Yeah, so here's Molly explaining her secret.
My normal job is a teacher, but my secret is that I also work as an escort.
Sleeping with the customers, or you're just escorting them out to social events?
Whatever.
Oh, so you do have relations with your clients?
At times.
Do you make sure these escort dates are like
in Sugar
not geographically compatible with where you teach?
Downtown, or yes, that way you don't run into maybe a parent?
Yes.
Are they finding your services on a legit website or a legit company?
Yeah, how'd they
or is
find
this
you?
something that you just know?
Yes.
Do you have to pay the company? Do you have to give them a percentage of...
like a pimp?
I do not.
How much money do you make doing this?
Probably more than
And how long have you been doing
it? It ranges well over 10 years, but it ranges. It could be anywhere from $200 and up for the time.
Are you in a relationship? I'm curious. Do you have a
I am in a relationship.
You are.
And does your boyfriend or girlfriend know about this?
No.
So they don't know that you're sleeping with other
Because I'll
people.
say everything is fine because she's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. But the secret is you're keeping this from your mate. How long have you been with your mate?
9 years.
Oh my God! And you've
9
been
years.
an escort for 10? How do you balance that? Where does your mate think you're going?
out with friends.
I mean, how crushed would he be if he found out that you've slept with hundreds of men during the course of your relationship?
Or is it hundreds?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
It would be after 10 years. Do you think is that fair to say that you probably have slept with a lot of people?
Yeah.
Did you feel guilty like the first year? Now you're just like you don't have that guilt feeling anymore. You can just
compartmentalize.
Yeah, put it.
I don't feel guilty.
Well, it's a 10, Molly. In my book, it's a whopping 10 with an exclamation
There
point.
could be
Like
11,
Dancing with the
I'd
Stars.
give it that.
It's a glittery 10. Because of
Does
the
he wonder
boyfriend.
where all the money comes from? Because if you're a teacher, they know it's a certain income.
I have my own account, my own finances. We don't live together.
You don't live together. That's how you're able to maintain a separate
Yes.
life.
Do you think though? Is there an end to this? Like an end game, or are you like, I'm just going to do this as long as I can?
Well, obviously, I'm getting older, and so yeah.
Do any of your friends know that you do this?
Yes, the few that do know about it don't know the extent. They just feel like it is just companionship. They don't know the total extent of it.
Are most of the men married?
70%.
70% of the men.
And what's the line they always say? Do they all like?
I'm unhappy in my marriage.
The most popular one is, I'm going to be with my wife until one of us dies. There's just no sex in the marriage.
Oh, okay.
I knew a guy who used to hire escorts, and he would tell me, Kevin, I'm not paying for their company. I'm paying them to leave.
Yeah.
He's going to get him out of there. No
So
connection.
initially when I first started, the way I was kind of compartmentalizing everything was, okay, that's my electric bill paid. Okay, that's my money for school. Okay, that's my XYZ for my child. That's kind of how it started.
Hold on. You have a child and a boyfriend. You're still balancing being an escort secretly? I don't know how you're doing this.
Well, he's an adult now, but yes.
Your child's an adult. Would you
Wow,
would you
Molly.
be crushed if you found out your boyfriend was doing this?
No.
No.
People want to get married. So have y'all had the marriage talk at all and you keep pushing it off because of the escort life?
No, I had a husband once. I don't want another one.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Well,
Hey, why not? You tried it?
Well, Molly, that's a big
10.
one. We all give you a 10.
10.
We appreciate you sharing your life with us, and good
Be
luck
careful.
with whatever
Write
that is.
that into a book. Maybe it could be a movie someday.
That'd be a great movie, don't you think?
Oh man.
That's
well.
sad. What happened here 2 days ago when we were doing Rate Your Vacation, like because we
Yeah.
went like a little spin off of it,
Right.
And then she just called and I picked up the phone. She's like, "This is Molly from last week." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going on vacation." No, I got an update of what happened after I was on the show with you guys.
And it was shocking what her update
Sometimes
was.
we forget we got a lot of people listening. Sometimes we just think we're in here, talking
Right.
amongst ourselves.
Some friends.
And then you go out somewhere and they're like,
chit-chatting.
"Hey, Eric, I heard you did that, huh?" Oh crap, I forgot.
Yeah.
Mike was on.
And then Molly called in and gave us the little update.
My son's girlfriend heard me on the radio and I guess put two and two together with my saying I was a teacher, and she told my son about it. My son confronted me and asked me, and I told him the truth about it.
Oh, my God.
how old is your son?
He's 26. Thought it was kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah,
How did your son take the news?
He was surprised and, had a lot of questions, asked me, was I doing it in the house that we lived in? And was I going to continue? And was I going to confess to my partner that I've had for 9 years?
Right.
So now does he know?
He does not know yet.
He does not. Are you planning on telling him?
I mean, I feel like at this point I probably have to, because I feel like my son's in the position that he thinks I should tell him. And if I don't tell him, that he will tell him.
Was your son really angry? Was he disappointed? Was he sad? Like, what was his emotional reaction to the news?
I just think he was surprised. But, I said to him, well, when I was trying to take care of you as a single mom and I didn't have help, where do you think this came from?
You did it for him.
Right. I wasn't getting, much support from his dad. So
Then he's probably like, "Well, I understand that, Mom. I'm 26 now. You're still doing it."
correct. But he was still at my house.
Oh, he is.
So
Okay.
now, is it like an ultimatum? You feel like your son says, if you don't tell your mate, I will? What's your timeline?
I kind of feel like it's like that. And I just feel like it's really none of his business.
Are you fearful that when you tell your mate he's going to leave you?
Oh, I already know he is. Yeah.
So you're looking at the end of your relationship.
Yeah, I already know he is. That's already a given.
What if he said, quit right now? Quit today,
That's
Molly.
exactly what I was
Quit
gonna ask.
today, and I'll stay with you, and I'll just erase the past.
Could you
Just
quit?
Quit
Right.
today. Could you quit?
Sure. I'm not that tied to it. And I mean, strangely enough, I have a longer relationship with two gentlemen than I've had in my relationship with my partner. So
So you have regulars.
yes,
Regulars for 10 years.
So are you just angry with your son?
I'm not angry. I understand, but I also feel like it's none of his business.
Does he have an emotional attachment to your mate? Is he like a surrogate father to him?
Not really. Not so much. He's just saying the principle behind it, he feels like it's just not right.
Put yourself in your mate's shoes. Would you not be incredibly hurt if you found out that this entire time he'd been cheating on you?
Yeah, sure. I would be hurt. Like, I would try and understand why it even came about, but I certainly would feel betrayed, so I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Molly, what a...
So how did she figure
mess.
it was you? Did she go back to our podcast to listen a couple times before she told her son?
Yeah, and actually, she said she thought it was my voice, and the fact that I said I was a teacher, obviously I didn't use my real name, but she asked my son, and he said, yeah, I think that's my mom.
Did your son end up hearing the segment?
Yes.
Wow.
Did you think about lying and to say, no, that's not me? Why would I call?
No, I just felt like the cat was out of the bag at that point, so I might as well just come out with it.
Are you worried that, if he's capable of telling your partner, your boyfriend, are you worried that it could get back to the school you teach at?
I don't think so, because I don't think that he would do that, or, I really
want
don't
to end
think
her
so,
actual,
right.
straight narrow career.
That would push you back to being
further
more
into escorting
work.
Were you not worried that worlds would collide? Like maybe you'd run into a student's parent that hired you?
Sure. I was nearly caught before because my partners had a very good longtime friend and shared the same name with one of my longtime customers or clients, and I accidentally texted his friend instead of my friend.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
And was it graphic in nature, the text?
Not so much. It was just
setting up an appointment.
Yes, exactly. This time, this place, and so he sent me back question mark, and then he said to my partner, like, hey, Molly sent me this message. It was kind of weird talking about meeting up.
How'd you talk your way out of that one?
I told him it was like work related.
In a way, though, if you do tell him, I think that lie you've been holding on for 9 years, it's going to feel better. I know if you
but
lose
she's
them,
going to lose the love of her life.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I mean,
she knows it.
You're cheating on him, and you're lying to him for 9 years. How much of the love of your life is he?
Yeah, right. And
So maybe
that's
meant to
exactly
be,
right.
and you
So
just go-
how much did I really care about him and love him if I was keeping a secret? But
Yeah, so maybe this will be good for you in the long run. Maybe your son's right.
Obviously shouldn't be in a committed relationship if I
That's what I'm
was
thinking.
going to be
You
doing that. But
And you plan on, once he finds out, you plan on continuing this line of work? Or is it a lesson
Sure.
learned?
I don't think so. I don't think quite yet for me, because I said, eventually I will. It's kind of tapering down anyway, and I only have a few people that I have long-standing relationships with, and some are, like I was saying, are longer than my relationship has lasted.
Do you care about these men?
I wouldn't say I love them, but I would say I certainly have love for them, and there's genuine concern that has to do with things that are not just business
romance-oriented.
side of it.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, I appreciate you calling us with an update. Call us with another update and tell us what happened in the end, because you can't keep up
Have
with
a
the
good day,
lies.
guys.
Yeah, you too. I mean, if she wants to call back, that'd be fantastic. I mean, you can hear upon listening to that back, I'm like, wow, we were just pummeling her with questions, because I think we're all just so like,
and we all want to know.
We had that.
It's just
we weren't
like
expecting
so.
it, I think.
It's so not our world. So it's like, you're fascinated, and I don't think we were laying on the judgy pants there. I know the texters are, but
there's a few listening to the follow up from Molly, and I'm mad that her son's girlfriend said something.
Mhm.
Some people are mad about that. Like
Some people are mad at the girlfriend,
Well, I
and
mean,
other people are mad at Molly.
That's your boyfriend. You want to if you know that his mom's doing something.
I would 100% tell.
Yeah, why would you keep that in? Why would I be part of that secret? And
Right.
what did she do? Supposed to go to Molly first and say, "I've heard you on Roula
Oh,
and
yeah,
Ryan.
no. I would totally go through.
You need to tell.
Oh, you would.
Your son.
I would go to the boyfriend.
Yeah.
If, say this was Mark's mom on the radio. It is not, by the way. Say this is Mark's mom, my husband's. I would be so shocked. I'd be like, oh my God, you have to hear this. You have to hear this.
so you go straight to your husband and say, listen to this.
Absolutely. I'd be like, is this your mom?
I would have said, but protect me, and you say you heard it. Don't throw me under the bus.
Oh.
The son should have said, Mom, I heard you on Roula and Ryan show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but once if she's like, we know you're not awake. We know you don't listen.
But it could be my friend. Why would you throw your girlfriend under the bus? To be...
Well, maybe they already had a
that's
strained
true.
relationship to begin with.
Someone's like, where's the other one at about... Find it here.
What I don't like are
Here it is.
busybodies that insert themselves in other people's lives.
This person's really mad. I'm a single mom of 12, and I get 0 child support. And we just lost it. And I'm not a whore.
Oh my God!
Damn. I'm like, damn. People are really angry.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not
So
hurting
many texts.
you by doing this, though.
She needs to stop. This is gross, and this is her fault. I'm
but
so angry.
if she wants to make the money.
I feel bad for the boyfriend. That's all. I just feel bad because he's just going to be so blindsided.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, I would just be crushed.
I think he knows it all. You know what I mean? Like,
according to Molly, no.
When we do roses and stuff, people get gut feelings, or when in our own lives.
Like, I would love to talk to the boyfriend and see if he has any idea.
Yeah.
And also his reaction from this, because if I was in his situation and I found out, and all of Houston knew, and then I just found out,
that's even worse.
It'd be really hard.
It's just the betrayal. It would hurt your heart so bad.
Yeah.
You know, just to know that it wasn't one. And I know, Sam, you were like, oh, hundreds. It probably was hundreds over the course of 10 years.
Yeah, but I'm not going to shame her and
I'm
say,
not shaming
like,
her. I'm just saying,
many...
I'm trying to put myself in his position. Like, if I
don't think you want to know.
If I learned that my mate, somebody that I was in love with and I lived with for 10 years, the whole time we were together, was sleeping with hundreds of people.
A lot of it's not even
would
sleeping.
kill me.
She's saying she's got a couple dudes that
are dates.
Relationships almost.
Yeah, they're just, I'm sure they're doing it too, but it sounds like it's more like they hang out as companionships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the whole like, you fell in love with this guy. It's
not
like you were just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in a relationship, you believe that intimacy is something that we share together, the two of us. And to find out that you're having intimacy with other people, that would rip your heart out. It'd just be so difficult. And intimacy doesn't mean necessarily sex. It means sharing life together.
Yeah.
And that would hurt more than anything. Although I wouldn't be too thrilled about the sex part either. It's just like, that's a big secret. That's a big one.
These texts. I feel like some of these texters that are being mean to this woman are just mad they can't do it themselves.
So now the texters are attacking the texters. Everybody in his life just wants to troll one another. I mean, my God.
It's morals, people are saying.
Well, people write their own moral code.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, your morals may not be my morals.
Yeah, yours.
Right.
Ahmad's, well, I think his
are
different than
none of ours.
much. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, come on, Ahmad. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. You can hop up to the mic.
You have great morals. You tell them.
You're a good guy.
I have great morals. I just enjoy putting money in Go-Go Boys underwear sometimes.
Space City Pretty, right?
Space City Pretty. That's the Instagram. I'll be out this weekend. You'll have a little show.
How many followers do you have?
He takes all his money that he works.
I'm almost at 1,000.
Oh,
so help me out, guys. At Space City Pretty.
But he does other stuff as well, not just put it in money.
Yeah, I don't just show male strippers on my Instagram story. I also post about the shows that I like, the food that I eat. You know, I have great morals, Ryan.
The cute outfit pics.
Yes.
All right, speaking of
your
shows
boyfriend,
we like.
sometimes I'm like, your boyfriend, I'm like, you guys almost look like you could be brothers.
Oh, really?
Well, they say when couples are together for a long time,
handsome men with afros.
When couples are together for a long time, they start to look like.
No, we get that all the time. They're like, "Oh, your brother," and then we like kiss, and they're like, "Oh."
So he's from Alabama.
They're like, "Oh, I guess they're not brothers."
Alabama.
Is that what you do on purpose?
I do try to freak people out. I do, yeah, because they think we look alike. We don't look alike. My boyfriend's much darker than me, but we just both have afros. And
Maybe
so people think we're brothers.
The same kind of shirts.
Yeah. Well, he tries not to match with me. He hates matching with me, and I hate him for that.
Oh, you want to match?
I want to match. I think it's cute.
Have a little matching cardigans?
Yeah.
Like, how do you want to match? Like the same shirt or just like...
Same shirt. It don't have to be the whole outfit. We could color coordinate even, but he hates that. He hates that.
I like the color coordination, not the same shirt.
Well, speaking of shows that we like, we're going to talk a little bit about some binge picks. And also the brand new Olivia Rodrigo is coming up
Oh, yeah,
next.
we got to debut it here.
Vampire.
Yes, Vampire.
And I was predicting, will Eric introduce the song like, it's Vampire?
1, 2.
Stop it.
Olivia Rodrigo, the new one. It's coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show. I love that new Olivia
Ryan's
Rodrigo.
a big fan.
I do.
I was like,
epic,
No one saw that coming.
Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. I really like that.
I liked how it kicked in.
Love how it builds.
At first, I thought it was just going to be like just a piano.
Yeah.
Like
That
a
was
minute in,
really good.
Especially if you're like a 16-year-old girl.
Driving in your car.
I could imagine that.
Although the album version-
Like, this is your jam for life. Like, you got Olivia, you got Taylor, you got all these young, powerful women.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you hear the album version, there's a few different words in it, but
Yeah, we can't
it's
play that.
good. It's Good. I like it. Thumbs up all the way.
All right.
Movies, music, TV, and all things Hollywood.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop
On KRBE.
Okay, so they're saying this is going to be like the most traveled weekend of the year. AAA expects an estimated 3.2 million Texans hitting the road for the 4th of July holiday. And, you need some stuff to binge while you're traveling.
For sure. Jack Ryan. It's, what's his name? Jim, what's his name? Krasinski?
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski. Yeah,
Jim from The Office.
He plays Jack Ryan.
This is the final season.
Final season was dropped today. It came out of nowhere. I didn't even know until this morning. I thought, because I was downloading stuff yesterday, I went on all the Hulu and Max and everywhere to download stuff. And I saw this today. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely getting this. The last season, it's got to be better than last season.
I was going to say, what's this about?
Last season was like...
do you know the Jack Ryan stuff? Like
Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, all those kind of...
Harrison Ford played the character, Alec Baldwin, Ben Affleck, Chris Pine. A lot of people played the same character. He's a CIA agent.
Mm-hmm. He's an analyst who actually goes
but somehow
out
he ends up in the field a lot of times.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
And where can you watch this on?
Amazon.
Amazon.
I highly recommend
cool.
it.
That's a good one. Now,
first season was really good.
And then the next season was like, eh.
It was all right, but hopefully this season will be... This is the final. There's only 3 seasons then, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, that's it.
This is it afterwards.
And then it's done.
Yeah.
Comes to a conclusion.
It's just weird. 'Cause I was watching The Office yesterday on Comedy Central, and to see, I'm like, that's Jack Ryan. Because Jim,
like totally
Jim from The
different,
Office, the hair, the messy hair.
He's
just
young and he's lanky.
Yeah.
He's like
just
thin
keeps
and he's
looking.
He's all just badass. It tells you what Hollywood can do for you when you get paid $10 million a movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, trust me, if you want to go to the gym 8 hours a day, you too can have a body like that.
Yeah.
But most of us don't have 8 hours a day that we can dedicate to going to the gym. But if you're offering somebody $10 million, yeah, I think you could do it.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I think I'd do it. Now, here's one that I watch. I watched it last night, and it's a series, and it's on Apple TV. Now, my whole beef with Apple TV is they just don't have enough content. The content they do have is excellent. I mean, they really they hit it out of the park every time.
That's what quality over quantity.
It is. Now, I turned you into Acapulco on Apple TV.
I highly recommend that if you're looking for
such a fun show.
Something fun, 30 minutes, feel good. Really great
All
show.
ages. My daughter's 23. She loves it. I love it at my age.
I don't have an Apple TV. I haven't been able to get into any of the shows yet.
Roula loves the morning show on Apple TV.
So you haven't seen Ted Lasso?
No.
Ted Lasso?
What?
I know.
And you love soccer? That's like your life.
I know. I feel like I would love that. But I haven't.
You love positivity. You're like the most positive person I know.
Thank you, Eric.
So here's a new one.
I don't know many people, though, so I'm just telling you.
I don't know
if it's a compliment.
Apple TV just dropped the
I hang out
first.
with Ryan a lot, so.
Hey, what the hell? No, I was going to say Apple TV, they just dropped the first 2 episodes. I believe it's like an 8-episode
Of what
series.
show?
This show is called Hijack.
Hijack,
With
okay.
Idris Elba. And wow. I mean, the first 2 episodes, it's better than any movie I've seen.
I'm about to go on a plane.
Yeah, I feel like you.
It's so
I'm not watching Hijack.
So want to
Every
watch.
Tuesday they drop a new episode to get the first 2 at once. And then every Tuesday they drop a new episode.
See, now I just wait. Like Citadel? Is that what it's called, Citadel?
It kind of lost me. I got bored with it after
I
a while.
downloaded all that. I'm going to watch it
Yeah.
on the trip.
You know what show
I watched The Watcher finally with my wife because we watched it together.
I'm glad you
Because Ryan said it
finished
sucked.
that.
That was a
It
good
was fine.
I didn't say it
was good.
sucked. I just said it was kind of slow.
A little bit, but I feel
like
like
Ryan
it kept
Murphy,
you on your
though.
toes because you're like, who is messing
love
with
Ryan
this
Murphy.
house?
I want everyone to watch. I haven't seen it yet, but I got to support my cousin. It's called Glamorous on Netflix.
On Netflix? Let me look
And
it
it's Kim Cattrall, and basically her. I don't know what.
Is this the cousin
I don't know
that
too much.
he's in The Mandalorian?
No, that's my friend Ahmad.
Oh, okay.
But Omid, I mean, sorry.
Omid.
I was looking at Ahmad over there. Adam, we had him on the Raw feed once.
Yeah. He's a set designer.
He designs all the sets and stuff. So he's done like Mad Men, Parks and Rec, and a bunch of shows. And but this one, he does a lot of stuff with Ryan Murphy too.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy. It's a home run every time.
Yeah, I love
And that
Ryan
one's
Murphy.
on Netflix if anybody's trying to watch
It's called
that.
Glamorous. This came out. I haven't seen it. I have no idea. All I know is they told him they spent a lot of money on a show called I Am Sam or something, or it was a Dr. Sam or something on CBS.
Okay.
With Sophia Bush. And so he had to build this in Toronto. He built a ER. And it failed after one season. So they said, we paid all this money. We had this set. Here's your budget. Turn this into a photo shoot place and into a glamour type magazine.
Oh, wow.
Thing. So
they turned the hospital into a glamour.
Yeah, it's the same set.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Toronto
really cool.
stuff.
Oh, I almost forgot. Another one on Apple TV, City on Fire. Eric, watch it. But it's the kind of show where you can't be playing with your phone. Like, you've got to pay attention to this.
That's one of my friends on, Omid.
Yeah,
he's
really good.
He's like the fourth person in the bill.
Mm-hmm. He's got a major role in that.
Okay.
He's really good. It's one of these shows where it's a slow burn at first. You're like, what the hell's going on here? But then when it all ties together, you're like, oh my God,
I think it's like
so good.
The people that did the OC and Gossip Girl.
Oh, then I probably like that.
I love Gossip
really,
Girl.
See, I didn't like Gossip
good.
Girl, but I love the OC.
You didn't like Gossip Girl?
No. The show I'm binge watching right now, though, is Suits.
Oh, yeah, Suits is
Now
good.
it's on Netflix.
It is. I know.
They just put it all on Netflix.
Season 9. It's up to season 9. Someone else
Where
was
you at
DMing me
on it?
about it. 3 seasons in.
I can't remember where I left off because I used to watch it.
Right. That's how I was.
And I was like season 2 somewhere or something. I can't remember. It's really good.
That's why I just restarted it. I just feel like it's so easy to watch.
Yeah.
That I'm hooked now. I am so hooked.
Are they standalone episodes or is there a story arc?
There's always an arc.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think you could watch maybe like one episode, but you'd be lost at like.
No, you gotta.
Yeah, I think
So you gotta watch them in order.
You do. Absolutely. Because otherwise you're going to be lost.
Yeah, it's not like
standalones. I'm trying to think
Modern
of
Family or something where
old
it's just
TV shows. Yeah, Modern Family, perfect example.
You just
don't
turn
know.
it on any time and
Yeah,
watch
no.
it.
You got to follow this.
Okay. Well, there's some picks for you. Right
People are
now,
saying that Glamorous is good. Okay. It's okay.
Check it
It's
out.
cute.
Glamorous?
All
Dr.
right.
Sam was good. That's what it's called, Dr. Sam.
Dr. Sam.
So I was going to like try and get clips for Sam.
Aw,
For the
I
show.
am Dr. Sam.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, it's brought to you by Duncan. A heat advisory is going down yet again till 7 p.m. It's going to be over 100 degrees today. That heat index, it's going to be brutal. Bregman crushed his 7th career Grand Slam with the Astros, beating the Cards 14-0 yesterday.
I'm just hoping we save some runs for this weekend because we're playing the Rangers. I believe 4 games.
Yeah,
we're 5 games back. So
we
if
head to
can
Arlington, yeah.
This pretty much could, I hate to say make or break because the season is halfway.
Mm-hmm.
We're 44-37.
Yeah, but if we lose these 4 from against them, then we're down 9.
Yeah,
that's pretty much over.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
No pressure or anything,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, to win the division, you can still get a wild card.
That's true. You could. All right. So there's a lot of major national retailers that are going to be open on 4th of July. In case you're thinking, it's 4th of July, everything's going to be closed. I'll just give you a few. You can double check your local store hours, but Academy will be open, Best Buy, Big Lots, CVS, Dillard's, Home Depot, Kohl's, Kroger, JCPenney, Lowe's, Office Depot and Office Max, Macy's, Petco, Sam's Club, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, and Whole Foods. They're all open on 4th of July.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the beginning part, so I'm like,
What is going on?
like what's happening?
They're all going to be open on 4th of July, is
I
what
was
I'm
trying to guess
saying.
in my mind.
Oh,
Okay, why is he naming
wonderful.
these?
I
These-
love good
this is his shopping
Starbucks
list before he goes on
drink
I'm just
4th of
rattling off
July.
some stores in case you're thinking, oh, God,
Which one are you
everything's
going
going
to
to be
visit,
closed.
Ryan? You going to visit any of those?
None of them. I'll be on a beach somewhere.
I go to CVS to look for JJ Watt.
Yeah. I heard JJ Watt was going to start at CVS.
Yeah, why don't you tell everybody what that's
Yeah,
about?
Sam, tell everybody that's
You
funny.
tell him about it. I don't want to tell
Well,
him.
he tweeted
Just kidding.
he tweeted something. He tweeted his career announcement. He got one of the letters wrong.
Yes, and then he tried to revoke it, but everybody was like, nah, we saw what you
Yeah,
tweeted,
he's supposed to
dude.
say
CBS with a B. He just signed a multi-year deal with CBS Sports, and he's supposed to be starting covering, the 2023 NFL
It's
season.
pretty funny, though, if you go on his Instagram or Twitter and
I
stuff.
think he tweeted it.
But he's like,
sorry.
He's like, when you have a big announcement, you shouldn't screw it up.
We can play that in the next scoop, next celebrity scoop.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right.
cute.
He's
So
such a
here
great
we
guy.
are. We're headed into the end of the month. So it's time for Dumb Question Amnesty. You can ask us anything at all. 713-390-KRBE. That's 713-390-5723.
It can even be personal stuff. Why not?
We may not answer
Ryan's
it.
an open book. I'm an open book.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sometimes
Yeah.
too much.
Personal questions.
Sam?
He'll love it.
You hold nothing back.
Nope.
Or do you?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
Could be about anything you want. 713-390-KRBE.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
Whenever I drive separately with Susie, you always have to go first. So sure enough, I pull into the garage. She's not even here yet, which allows me now the opportunity to stand there, just holding the door open, like the gentleman that I am. And I snapped a photograph of Susie's reaction, and there it is. How did you get here?
The Rich Eisen Show podcast, wherever you listen.